Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chaos Maestro and I'm back with chess, this time with a subscriber. I'm about to accept IJJ Josh. He has a channel of his own where he does walkthroughs, and today I'll be playing chess with him. Now, after the first video, it's only been about an hour and a half, and I've got a couple of requests from people to play with him. So that's awesome. If you want to know what site I'm playing on chess.com, which is kind of an obvious name for a chess site, so it should be nice and easy to find. Um, okay, I am ready. I'll just let him know. I actually played him a game before this, but we had like this submit move thing on where it wasn't like touch move chess. It was like you had to wait ages, and bearing in mind it's like 3 days, it was just ridiculous. So we cancelled that pretty quickly, and he recorded the first one. If you want to watch it, I think he's just going to fast forward it and show all the moves and stuff. It was quite good. I ended up winning that one. With lawnmower sort of thing with the rooks at the end. I might do a few tutorials on the few endgame checkmates that I do know. It's always better to get a checkmate in mid game, I think. He's actually gone down that way from the side. Normally you see the E2 to E4 move from white. I haven't. I think I played. Did I play white last time or black? I played white last time against him. When I won, I'm gonna move this one. I'm gonna. If he's gonna do that, I'm going to do that. Put pressure on the pawn instantly and bring up my own. Bring it, bitch, joke. Oh, it is on. Sorry, mate. Thinking. All right. Need time to think. It's very thinking game, chess. Needs some time. He's putting pressure on my pawn, so I'm just gonna do that. There we go. We got pressure on that pawn. I know we're defending that pawn, and we're putting pressure on that pawn from another angle as well as the bishop. So he's really gonna have to bring a pawn forward now and start defending his own pawn. His own pawn. That just sounds a bit weird. Defending his own pawn. Oh well. Enough of the sexual innuendos. Come on, let's see this guy's move. Okay, he's gone for the loading up. He's gone for the pawn forward, as I suspected. He definitely knows what he's doing. I played this guy beforehand, and he does know what he's doing. I can confirm that. I'm going to bring this one forward. Actually, what I'll do is I'll bring the knight out first, and then I'll bring this one forward. The only thing that he didn't do last time was castle. Now, castling just seems to happen all the time. With people that know what they're doing on chess, or people that have played chess for a while. Now they tend to castle, and that's why I've tried to adopt it into my own game. This guy doesn't, and because I've kind of got used to people castling so much, it's a little bit weird trying to attack the center of the board, and I can't really use that to my advantage because I don't really know how. So we'll learn. Now, sometimes castling is bad. Sometimes it puts you right into a corner, and especially if you've got a crowded area, a crowded corner, it can really get you fucked over. Okay, right, he's moved his pawn down. Okay. Trying to think here. What I did want to do is bring this pawn up. Instead, I'll just bring this knight. I don't really like moving it to the edge, but I'm going to have to move it to the edge. Hopefully if I can get that knight further up the board, sort of controlling that area. I don't ever like bringing knights to the edge unless I'm right up near their side of the field, because otherwise you've only got these squares. Now if you think of a knight in the center of the board, it covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. There it's just covering 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. You're halving the amount of squares that the knight's actually used for, which instantly devalues it as a piece. That's just like basic maths. Now he's put that there, and I'm pretty sure that's unprotected, so I'm just going to go straight for that with the knight and claim the first piece. Now I've realised here, he's gone for the god damn it already. Okay, he's already damning Jesus Christ, our Lord and Saviour. No, I'm not one for that, but it's good to see that I've got him all out on aggro at the moment. But yeah, guys, I made that first chess video. I really enjoyed doing it, and it was actually really easy to put together. So I will be doing loads of these if you want me to, and I will definitely play with anyone that wants, because I've learned now playing this game with Josh that it's quite simple, and if you turn off a few settings it works pretty much the same as playing online. So yeah, I'm really up for any of you guys that want to play. I need the submit button. Haha, just think. Right. Okay. Yeah, because the submit button, you get to make your move, see the move, and where it ends up, and then press the submit. Some people who play chess like that a lot and are used to it do prefer that. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop backing off with this knight. Maybe bring it into the center of the board. No, if I do that, I block my own bishop, so I'm gonna move it there. I mean, I blocked the queen there, but let's be honest, I don't want that queen out just yet. I'm gonna bring that pawn up as well. I'm gonna stop. I need to get some of these pawns moving. As you can see, his pawns are all sort of out. But what's up with that is he's got a vulnerable pawn there. I've taken one of his pawns, so I still think I've got the position in this game, definitely. He's moved that up there, which isn't too bad for me. It makes me wonder whether I should bring that up now, because my bishop can't really come up there, My bishop can go there, but then he can just bring his pawn down, so I don't think that's probably the best move now. I think instead I should think about bringing a bishop up to maybe there at the moment. And then I'll think about castling on the king side, this side. If you guys missed the first video, castling is basically when you put the king 2 to the left or 2 to the right and then swing the rook over. It basically acts like 2 moves in one move, and it can be really useful. And it gets the rook into play and gets the king to a more safer place normally. Okay, he's thinking, he's brought his queen out. Ooh, that's always a risky move. Whenever I bring my queen out, I'm always thinking, you know, is that queen safe all the time? I'm trying to just think now how to attack the queen. Eventually I'll probably attack it with this bishop here, or the 2 bishops, depending on what colour square it's on, and maybe get the knight involved. But at the moment I am just going to do what I said I'm going to do and castle. I'll just check my Camtasia quick. Yeah, 7 minutes 40 seconds. 7 minutes 40 seconds and we're still in the game. Not quite 3 days. Like, people do literally take 3 days playing. I mean, I was looking at, because I started playing chess last time, I looked at a quick video of like 2 amazing people playing it, and they were like spending hours on each move. I obviously didn't watch it, their hours of waiting, because I don't care that much. I'm really tempted, to be honest, to bring the rook there, therefore pinning the queen so the queen can't move. If you look here, if the rook takes that position and has that long line of sight, that queen can't move, it's pinned. So if I put that into that position, whilst it's being protected by the knight so it can't even take the rook, and hopefully that will mean that the queen has to move. No, the queen can't move, so the king will have to, or they'll have to make a different move, and then hopefully I can take the queen. But I'm just checking if they could do something there that would prevent that from happening, and I don't think they can, because Josh's pieces are actually all quite further back. He hasn't really developed in a balanced way, so I think here he is unable to move his queen, except downwards, in which case I can take him with a rook. So, you know, a rook for a queen would be decent right now. I mean, I could have brought the queen over here to do exactly the same thing, but then it'd just end up trading queen for queen, and there's no point doing that, obviously. If I do take, I'm just trying to think what I'll take with the knight to the queen, or the queen to the queen. Probably the queen to the queen, because then I get another check, and it brings the queen into play, into the gap. Allows me to get it into play if I need it. And without a queen on the board, it is fairly safe to say I should be bringing my queen out now. But we'll see. Maybe he's got something planned up his sleeve, but I'm pretty sure you lose your queen. Lose your queen. Oh, I've lose your queen. You got to brag a little bit, guys. It's all about psychology, right? Where did he? Has he moved? You lose your queen. Has he moved? Right, he's moved his pawn there. Okay, well that's not going to stop me. That is not going to stop me doing a rook for queen trade. Just trying to think though if there is a better way of taking it without losing the rook. I don't think so, so let's just go for it. Now, let's actually look at the material that we have. So I've actually got 10 points now. It was pawn, pawn, it's pretty even. I've now taken the queen, and I think I've got position here. I know the pawns are everywhere, but if I can bring my queen out now, then I pretty much dominate the whole of the midfield, and I can start pushing my own pawns up. I've played this very passive. Okay, let's have a look at them. What's happening? What's happening? Okay, I think he's pretty screwed here. Yeah, he's mad. Can't see a way of attacking him right now. Okay, so he's brought the pawn down. Now what I was going to do is bring the bishop up here, and then I can take his knight for free, but then the rook would take me anyway. I think it's best to just start bringing these pawns out. Actually trying to think a bit here, guys. Okay. Problem is, he does still have a massive backboard. It's only the queen he's really lost, and I keep thinking that I can attack, but I think that will get me into trouble. Just brought that out, which has allowed me to just take his... Ooh, or I could... That is tempting to do the bishop knight trade, especially with me ahead anyway, and I can clear a few of his pieces. No, I'll take the pawn. I'll take the pawn, and then maybe push this pawn up to help it later. Well, the knight's keeping it protected at the moment. Not that it needs protection from anything, to be honest. It's got nothing around it. Just check his Skype. Check his Skype. Let's just check the details as well. 11 to 6. I think it's time for me to just start pushing up. I mean, that's... I think I'm just gonna have to do that. I'll do bishop for bishop, bishop for knight. Like I said, guys, I always value the knight more than I value the bishop. Well, not always, but in most situations. And there's always a chance that you just don't take it for some reason, which could happen. I mean, what I could have done there actually is brought my queen forward there and then attacked it. Still a definite game in this, so I haven't won this yet. I think that's probably the best move to make now, just so that I can clear that bishop off that square, and hopefully off that diagonal. Hopefully he moves up instead of down, because then I can bring my queen out here, and then move up and pressure the knight and the bishop. Check, bitch. No, no, it's not. Really? No, no, no. Check. Never mind. Failed at looking at squares. Forever alone. Brilliant. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. What's happening? Okay. Let's move this bishop down, which is not what we wanted, really. but that's fine. We can push him. I mean, if I can, what I was going to do is push this up there, then he'd have to move down here because otherwise it'd be taken. But if I move this first, and then he doesn't move his bishop again, and I move forward, then that traps his bishop, and I have his bishop for free. I think that's going to separate what wins the game, is moves like that. Hopefully don't move his bishop. I don't think he'll see this coming. I think I have his bishop. I don't really know. I mean, even if he moves his bishop, yeah, I've got his bishop now anyway. He could take my knight with his bishop. But in that case, why didn't he do that before? Okay, so he's just moved his pawn down. So that is what I'm going to go for then. And then I do have the bishop, but it's just whether he sees the fact that he can take my knight there, which I'm pretty much offering him freely, and he's not taking it. He's not taking it. So this is pretty much bad chess for me, just hoping that he doesn't see that move. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind just doing bishop for knight anyway. And he can't move that bishop anywhere. He cannot save that bishop. He can take the pawn. He could take the knight, but he can't take the bishop. There we go. So I have the bishop, and if he doesn't take the knight, I'm probably going to bring the knight over to. I don't know. I think I've definitely got this now, though. If I took a couple of his rooks or something, that would definitely help. He's just put his pawn. He's taking my pawn. Okay, so he's gone for the obvious option, which probably wasn't the best. I mean, I need to get this knight away. I'm just trying to think of the best place to put it. Like, that would be a good place to put it if that king wasn't there. No, it wouldn't. The knight there. I'm going to put my queen there. Then I protect the knight. I get my queen in play. I don't mind doing a bishop for knight, like I said. I mean, I always say I always value the knight more than the bishop normally. But in this situation, he's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 valuable pieces. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got loads, especially with the queen. If he takes me with the bishop, I take the queen. I take him with the queen. I've pretty much got full-on dominance of taking anything that I want. And, okay then. So he's moved his rook up. Now, I'm probably gonna. I could think about attacking the king already, but what I'm gonna do is bring the. I'm gonna bring the pawn up. If I brought, hopefully he takes. He just does something stupid. But if not, it will just take longer than usual to win. But I will definitely win. He's going to play that one. Ooh, he could have just pinned me completely there, but I've got a couple of outs. Got there or there. Probably going to move it back there. Like I said, I like being able to control 8 spaces rather than just the 4. So I don't like putting a knight on the edge. Okay. Okay, he's moved his rook down. Okay, now I can take that with a queen, but his bishop will take my queen. So I can see what he's doing. I like having my queen, but I'm trying to think. If I bring that up to there, no, that doesn't matter because he'll take it with that anyway. Okay, I'll back off. I'll back off for a while. I'm enjoying playing chess a lot, actually. I mean, I played Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit. That was like my online game when I was bored, and I did commentaries on that for a while. But I'm liking chess because I can't play on Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment because my firewall on the uni connection won't work. And I don't know what this guy's going to do. He's going to bring his knight down. Right. Now, this is where I come in and rape his piece, because anything that goes onto this, while my queen's there, I'm just going to keep moving to the left, the queen, and then I get that long thing. So I'm going to trap this exactly how I trapped this queen. I'm going to put that there. He can't move it. He's got nothing protecting his knight. So, I mean, he can bring the rook down, and that is the one thing that could save him. But it'll be interesting to see if he does that. And even if he does that, my pawn takes his rook. So it's either his rook or his knight that is going to be taken. And even if he does that, I'll take his rook with the pawn, and then I'll go on to take his knight. So he's pretty stuffed. He's pretty stuffed. Hopefully, I'm just going to keep. It's going to be like a war of attrition. I'm just going to keep taking him down. And I didn't see that move. 2 squares down with the pawn. There is a way I can counter that, and that is by doing that. And then he's got what's he got to do if I does that? I can do that. See, as long as that's pinned in place, I can move stuff towards the knight and keep attacking the knight, and eventually I'll be able to pick him off for something that's worth less than the knight, i.e. in this case, the pawn. We'll see. We'll see if we get this knight. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this knight. I'm pretty sure if I take him with a pawn, he's going to take me. In which case, I'm going to take it with the queen, the pawn, which then allows me to move on to this pawn and get rid of a few pawns, open up some space for this side of the board. Maybe bring the bishop over towards, maybe attack the rook with a bishop. It's always good to attack a rook with a bishop. Right, what happened there? He's just moved his king over. Okay, that's not going to save him though, because I've already done that. I mean, he could have done that before, because he was pinned, and if he moved that and then the knight, it's alright, but because I already had a piece on it, he's stuffed. So if he does that, he does that. He puts pressure on my knight. I take it with the queen. If not, then I'll probably just move it forward. To be honest, I'll probably just move the pawn forward. But no, he's going to take it, and just like I said, I'm going to take it with the queen. Then I can eventually move on to this and now get the check as well. And then hopefully eventually move down to the bottom of the board, pin the bishop in the same way I pinned the knight this way, with the queen, make him move, and then take the bishop, and then put pressure on the rook. But it never really works out the way that you want it to all the time, so we shall see. Okay, so let's go. So we're gonna do the check, stop him taking my bishop, because obviously he can't move the rook, he's in check. Hopefully he'll move it backwards and stay on the same line. If he moves it down off the line, then I can't pin his bishop, but it's whether he sees that or not. I could do with my knight, really, of moving up there to stop him moving down that way. But then even then he can move that way if he knows what's going on. Okay, so he has gone up top field, so I'm going to play the game plan that I was going to play and just bring that over there. Take his bishop. Ah, smart move. Cheers, boss. So that eventually, no, what I could do here is take him, take the bishop. I could take the rook if that pawn weren't there as well, which would have been even better. But if I can just take the bishop, that'll do me. I mean, he still hasn't moved his king off of that square yet, so we'll see if we can do something better. And that's free for me to take. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to get it out of the way, put him in check, make him move the king downwards. I mean, as soon as I start getting that second rook into play here, that should be game over. I mean, I should just be able to lawnmower him down. I'm happy to do a knight for a rook if that's what he wants to do, and I might do that. Well, that's what I might do. I might go queen to that pawn. I'm pretty much safe. It puts pressure on the other pawn, on the other rook. It'll make him move the rook, waste his turn. Then I'm going to move that pawn over, so that I can clear this side of the field, allow my rook to move forward and onto the back squares. It's been quite a good game actually for playing with a subscriber. Especially without the submit button thing. This is good. Okay, now what I can do actually is, well, I could have brought that up and then got the check, and the king couldn't have taken it, but the rook still can. So maybe do that and get the check with the pawn and then take his rook. Can I do that? I need to think about this a second. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. That's check. He now has to do something with that pawn, and he can't do it with the rook because it's pinned. So hopefully he'll take that. He'll take that with his pawn, and then I can come up there with the rook. That's check. He can't take me with the king. He'll have to move back. I'll take it, and then I can start the lawnmower sequence, which I'll show you guys in a minute. Hopefully, but that rook is still there, so I need to think about it. I need to think of the best way of doing this. Okay, so there it is. He's actually moved the king down instead of using the pawn, which is interesting. Instead of maybe, if I do that and get the check, if I take that and get the check, that might actually be better, but I will sacrifice the pawn for the rook. Whereas if I bring that there, okay, yep, I think it's definitely best just to do that. Now he can't take the queen, so don't worry, because the rook's there defending it. I may bring the bishop into play and protect this diagonal square, or that diagonal square rather, when he moves up. I might even be able to... Yeah, he sees the end. I might even be able to get another queen out of this with the pawns if I am seriously struggling at the end, but I have pretty much won this. Unless I make a really stupid mistake, which I almost did. I almost brought the queen down there, which would have got me fucked. Okay, I'm trying to think now of the best way to take this rook. Now, if I bring the knight, if I bring a queen to... Well, actually, if I just move the pawn here and take... Instead of taking, just move forward. Because if I take, he can get the king. But if I move forward, I can get another queen. If I get another queen, I'm just pretty much sorted. Queens for days, baby. Queens for days. He's going to have to do something soon. Move back there. I want to keep moving forward. It's protected diagonally by the queen, so the king can't march on the pawn. Nothing else can, so I might just go get the queen. Yeah, buddy. Queen time. Okay, but yeah, honestly guys, if you've managed to watch through this long of a chess match with me just live commenting my thoughts, not really everyone's cup of tea, but if it is yours and you won the game yourself, then that's brilliant. And oh my god, I've been checked. Jesus fucking Christ. What I could do, I could just give away this queen, to be honest. Like, I could just bosh that there, then take his rook. In fact, I'm going to do that. Fuck it. I'll lose a queen. It's bad chess, but it doesn't matter. Mate, it's over. He's getting all excited. He's managed to check me. There we go. That's the end for him. I mean, he can bring his king there, but then I'm just going to bring my rook straight up and protect the pawn. And then I'll bring the bishop to this square here, so that he can't stop that happening. I'll bring the rook up to protect it on that square, and then I'll finally... Yep, okay, so I'll show you now. The rook goes up to protect that square. He's probably going to move a pawn down or something, so they don't have to move his king. I mean, he could move his king there. And then eventually probably take the rook. That's probably his best move there. That would actually hold me for a little bit. Then I'd have to bring the bishop onto that square, Okay, but he hasn't done that. And now I will bring the bishop where I said I wanted to put it, which is there. That's a check, and that will force him to move up or down if he wants to, but you know, I would go up if I was him. To be honest, I'd have resigned already if I was him. But it's always good to see the end game. Okay, there you go. So he moves up. I will get the queen, and this is checkmate. There we go. GG. Believe in the heart of the pieces. Right. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was quite a long. A long game. A fun game though. About 30 minutes. Jesus. Yeah, I'll definitely try and make them quicker next time. But that was a fun game, and we got a couple of pieces involved. And hopefully you've learnt something, or you've enjoyed it. And be sure to hit me up. Thank you very much, and good night.